Hey guys, Churchy here. So in this video, I want to show you a build that focuses on swinging around big swords, gets incredibly powerful by the endgame, and becomes both hard-hitting and practically immortal. With a bit of forethought and planning, this build can dominate and farm the endgame bosses. You can find a link to the text version of this build guide in the description. So let's get right into it and move on to the steps to set up the build. Prologue. Pay off your blood debt, say goodbye to your friends, and farm up 6,300 silver. This will be enough to cover gear and skill costs for this build, as well as some travel and setup costs. To lighten the load, you can trade the silver into gold bars at all the merchants and trade them back for silver as required. The value of gold bars never changes. While farming, keep any blue sand you find, and throughout the build guide, make use of combining water, stamina regen, with food that gives stamina regen like garberries or cactus fruit. I've left links in the description to a couple of different farming methods you can use. Before you start step 1, make sure you have a water bottle and backpack and equip an iron greatsword, then talk to Burak at the town gate, tell him you're heading outside and accept his training for the weapon you currently have equipped. He'll teach you pommel counter for free. Now on to step 1. Step 1. Get blue sand armour. You'll need 10 blue sand for the whole set. If you use the longer, more legit farming style and you're lucky, you might already have that many. If not, don't worry, there are 7 blue sand spawns not too far from Ciezo, and they can drop 1 or 2 blue sand each. Before you leave town, quickly grab the steady arm and fitness passives from Ito, then wait until nighttime and head out the bottom of Ciezo storage and onto the beach. Side note, as you make your way up the beach, gather the fish spawns as well. They have a chance to give you a blue sand. Make your way up the beach and get the first blue sand spawn. You'll see it glowing in the dark. Try to avoid the mantis shrimp nearby. Now head into Starfish Cave. There are 3 blue sand spawns inside that are only accessible at nighttime. Gather those and head back outside. Continue heading along the beach. You should find 2 more blue sand spawns. Next, head east and make your way to the southern beach. You'll find a blue sand spawn on this beach. Be careful, there are bandits and mantis shrimp in the area. Now that you've gathered all the blue sand spawns nearby, you should hopefully have 10 blue sand. If you reach this point and still haven't got 10 blue sand, then you are incredibly unlucky, and I'm sorry that life has been so hard for you, but don't worry too much. You can keep hitting fishing spots or get really lucky and get a blue sand from the fishmonger in Ciezo. If you don't want to leave things to chance and still need more blue sand, head back to Ciezo and sleep for 7 days. This should reset the blue sand spawns and you'll be able to gather them again. Once you've got 10 blue sand, make your way back to Ciezo and speak with Loudhammer. Commission a piece of the set and sleep for a day. Repeat this process until you have the whole set.
What can I do for you? All right.
A side note here, the White Priest Mutter, which you can buy from Lane in Monsoon, is a good alternate head slot item because it will give you some extra lightning damage, which can be useful in some situations. You should also keep in mind that for builds like this that use movement reducing armors, a good strategy is to bring along some Master Trader boots and some variant of Pearlbird Mask, so you can equip them outside of combat for faster travelling. For the purposes of this video, I've transferred some from another character, but steps 2 and 5 in one of my other build guides explain how to get them. You can find a link in the description. Step 2, unlock mana. Now that you've got the blue sand armor set, make sure you've got 3 travel rations and head over to the Holy Mission's Conflux Path. You can find it on the southern side of the Conflux Mountain in Churchy. Head inside, talk to Zephyrian, and while the enemies are distracted fighting him, activate the 3 levers in the side chambers to unlock the gate that is blocking your way. You can easily avoid the enemies in those chambers, just keep moving. Make your way into the Conflux chambers, head to the ley line and trade 10 health and stamina for 40 mana. Now's also a good time to buy a lexicon. 4th Watcher near the boats will sell you one.
Feel free to use one of our boats to return to the surface.
Step 3. Get Shaman skills. With mana sorted, it's time to head over to the Shaman in the Hermit's House / Cabal of Wind. You can find it in the northeastern part of Churchy, and we'll have to go through Ghost Pass to get to it. It's easy to avoid the enemies in the pass. Once you get there, buy the following skills for a total of 650 silver. Call to Elements, Weather Tolerance, Shamanic Resonance. You can come back and get Infused Wind later if you'd like. It's fun to play around with, and the extra impact can be nice for fighting endgame bosses, but it isn't required for this build. Make your way back through Ghost Pass, head left upon re-entering the fort for a quick and easy way back through. Make your way southeast past the Vigil Pylon and enter the Enmerkar Forest. Step 4. Get Rune Sage skills. Once you're in the forest, head south, then east towards Berg. Find the Rune Sage in Berg and buy the following skills for a total of 1,900 silver. All of the runes, Des, Egoth, Foul and Shim, Well of Mana, Arcane Syntax, and Runic Prefix. Step 5. A quick trip to Levant. Make sure you have 8 travel rations for the journey there and back. Make your way out of Berg's north exit and head over to Levant in the Abrasa Desert. All you need to do here is buy the fast maintenance and armor training skills from Shaman, the mercenary trainer, for a total of 150 silver. If you want to get the Brass Wolf backpack from Sandrose Cave, now is a good time to do so. When you're ready, wander back across the desert and into Enmerkar Forest. Step 6. Get the Warrior Monk skills. Stock up on some travel rations in Berg and make your way to Monsoon, the town in the Hallowed Marsh. The easiest path to take from Berg is to duck back into Churchy quickly and then head to the marsh so that you can follow the Pilgrim's Road. The road is illuminated with glowing pillars and is easy to follow all the way to Monsoon. You'll need 6 travel rations to take this route. When you arrive in Monsoon, find Galera the Warrior Monk and buy the following skills for a total of 1,850 silver. Brace, Slow Metabolism, Focus, Steadfast Aesthetic, Master of Motion, and Counter-Strike. Now find Moffat and accept his training for 50 silver. He'll teach you the Blessed skill. Now is also a good time to join the Holy Mission, because after a short quest where you can just talk to Damien Lockwell in the town hall to do him a favour, and then talk to him again because you were already a mage, you can quickly unlock Infused Light. Side note, a great stamina regen food for this build is marshmallow tartine, and you can stock up on it in Monsoon easily. Buy marshmallow jelly and bread from Unz the melon farmer, and combine them at a cooking pot to create 3 marshmallow tartine. Anyway, make sure you've got 6 travel rations and move on to Step 7. Step 7. Get the Starchild Claymore and Zhorn's hunting backpack. The time has nearly come to fight the Royal Manticore. Claim the Starchild Claymore and grab Zhorn's hunting backpack. Gather the following items, they'll make the fight a lot easier. You can buy most of them from alchemists or craft them yourself. 1 Garberry wine, you can buy it from the food merchants in the towns. 1 mineral tea, 1 discipline potion, 1 rage potion, 1 warm potion, 1 fire varnish, 1 possessed potion, 1 antidote, 1 elemental resistance potion, water, marshmallow tartine, 1 life potion, 1 soothing tea, 1 astral potion. Bring 2 of each if you want to fight the manticores and whatnot that spawn in the Royal Manticore lair. Also bring along 1 Mist Potion and 1 Spiritual Varnish. Next, get yourself a large emerald. You'll need one to access Zhorn's hunting backpack. A guaranteed way to get one is to kill Mad Captain's bones in the Pirate's Hideout, which you can find near the Southern Ancient Ruins marker in Churchy. Cast Runic Protection, drink a Mist Potion and summon your Great Runic Blade, and apply a Spiritual Varnish to it. With this combo you'll absolutely destroy him, and even if you're an idiot like me and didn't bring Astral Potions, so you didn't have enough mana, you can still absolutely destroy him with a one-handed Runic Blade and the same combo. Head over to the Endmerkar Forest and make your way to the Royal Manticore. Head south and then west into its valley when you reach the ruined settlement. The valley sits northwest of the Cabal of Wind Temple. When you spot it, keep your distance and make sure you're well rested before the fight and have equipped your blue sand set. Also, make sure you've got full or close to full mana, drink the Soothing Tea and Astral Potion. This should give you enough to cast the spells you need. Drink a Mineral Tea, Garberry Wine, Discipline Potion, Possessed Potion, Rage Potion, Warm Potion, Elemental Resistance Potion, and some water, and also eat some Marshmallow and Tartine. Cast Runic Protection and summon your Great Runic Blade. Apply a Fire Varnish to the blade. Now you're well and truly ready to fight the Royal Manticore. You'll have ridiculous resistances, and the fight should be pretty easy. You've done it. The Royal Manticore is defeated. Grab the Starchild Claymore from the body. One more stop before you're done. Head to the southern end of the valley and enter the Royal Manticore lair. Run past the Manticore and drop off the ledge to the left of the first cavern. Or if you want to fight the Manticore and the other stuff in the caves, use the same potions and varnish you used to fight the Royal Manticore. You'll find 2 locked troglodyte doors. Head to the one on the right and activate it. It requires a large emerald to open. Head into the room and find Zhorn's hunting backpack on the ground. This backpack gives you -10 stamina cost. Step 8. Holy Mission Skills. This build is most effective with the Holy Mission questline. The skills you get from that questline make you even tankier and deadlier. You'll unlock Infuse Light, which consumes the Blessed Boon to give you the Divine Light Imbue. It works like a varnish and looks amazing. Purified, which gives you +20 decay resistance. You can choose either Spiritual Communion for +10 ethereal, lightning and decay damage, or Divine Assistance for -10% stamina and mana cost. Go for whichever you prefer. Divine Assistance is maybe a little more useful for endgame boss fights. To get Divine Assistance, make sure you find Zephyrian while he is still alive in the Forest Hives in the Endmerkar Forest during the Doubt and Secrets quest. Acceptance, which increases your cold and hot weather defense by 8. Sanctified Protection, which gives you +2 protection. To get Sanctified Protection, make sure you select the following answers when dealing with the Rebel Priests during the Truth and Purpose quest. Option 1, the Scourge spell was designed. Then option 2, remember Elat was human. Then option 2 again, he may be a god, but his powers are not unlimited. Epilogue, become immortal, plus Quickslots setup and backpacks. To finish up the video, I'll quickly mention how I have my Quickslots set up, briefly discuss some backpacks that work well for the build, and show you how to become temporarily invulnerable to nearly everything in the game. I have my Quickslots set up as follows. Pommel Strike on Q, Counter Strike on E, Brace on R, Starchild Claymore on 1, Lexicon on 2, Des Rune on 3, Egoth Rune on 4, and whatever is most useful at the time on 5. The backpacks that work well for this build are Zhorn's Hunting Backpack. It gives -10% stamina costs, combines nicely with Divine Assistance, and is useful during endgame boss fights. Lightmender's Backpack for an extra 10% lightning damage. Complete the Strange Apparitions quest in the Hallowed Marsh to get it. the Brass Wolf backpack, which gives +2 protection and can be found in the Sandrose Cave in the Abrasa Desert. The Glowstone backpack, purely for style, because it matches really well with the blue sand set. You can find it in the Dead Tree, do the Purifier quest in the Hallowed Marsh, and acquire 4 notes in the Dead Roots dungeon to get the key to the Dead Tree area further in the dungeon. So, to become practically immortal for a few minutes, make sure you're wearing the blue sand set, drink a warm potion, cool potion, possessed potion, mist potion, blessed potion, discipline potion, Garberry wine, elemental resistance potion, and mineral tea, and cast runic protection. Now you'll have 10 to 14 protection depending on if you're wearing the Brass Wolf backpack and if you've got the Sanctified Protection passive, 25% increased impact resistance, and 100% resistance to everything else except physical, which will be at 98%. This build is great for dominating the endgame bosses. You're almost unkillable, you can switch between your Great Runic Blade and Starchild Claymore depending what you're fighting, and can easily incorporate other weapons into the mix. I quite like the Pathfinder Claymore for this build as well. It fits the theme and gives you another damage type to utilize. Anyway, that's it for this build guide. I hope you guys find it useful. If you do try it, let me know what you think down in the comments. Have a good day or night, whichever it may be, and I'll see you in the next video.